All right. Welcome aboard. You're watching GameCrossRoads. My name is Levi, and we are back in the Wild West town today. We are going to check out some stuff in the shopping district as well, and if we get bored of working on the Wild West area, there's a bit of work needing to be done in the Nether Hub at the minute because, well, I was hanging out in there with a friend chatting about the Nether Highway and plans for the season, and a ghast attacked us in the Nether Hub's actual, central hub area. So that area needs walls, that area needs a ceiling, because ghasts are currently shooting pedestrians who are just trying to take the highway. So, yeah, we might work on that today as well. Anyways, let's get back to work, shall we? What were we doing last time? So, we had started setting up the interior of the bank, and we were also working on the interior of the saloon area, which is looking quite nice, I must say. Still not sure whether I want this to be a lift up or a push down. Realistically, it would be a lift up, but also realistically, it would be flush with the top, and you can't have both in Minecraft, unfortunately. So we gotta pick one or the other. I did do some research into Wild West era barbers, doctors, and the like, and yeah, well, people were half right with what they said. I had said that I believed that Wild West barbers and Wild West doctors were occasionally the same job, and people disagreed, saying that that was not the case by that point in history, although it was the case earlier in history, and that is correct. The barber surgeon was a medieval practice, typically. It did also occur in the Wild West, as the practice of the barber surgeon continued up until the late 1800s. And the Wild West, of course, is also the 1800s. Now, that does mean that it was pretty much gone out of fashion by the time of the Wild West, but it's close enough that I think this town could have a barber surgeon, realistically. They're not the town, they are the town's main doctor, but they are not the one that the people of the city go to if they really need serious medical attention. They go out of town for that. I think that makes sense. So, yeah. We are going to build this barber as also a medical location, but it's not the, most knowledgeable of doctors. It's just the doctor that this town has available to themselves. Especially so because of the two businesses to its left and right, which are trying to take over their little slice of land that they built here. So yeah, that is the plan for today. We'll see how much of it we actually get done, because, no plan survives contact with the scheduler. Or something like that, yeah. We got Dylan, the armadillo here. Hello. Hello, little guy. And we got a lot of resources in here. The oak really looks good, and I think it's a hard block to pull off. Yeah, because it kind of looks like... an oak build is hard to make look good because it looks like classic Minecraft. It looks like a really old build, a really kind of low level build. But when you start throwing a lot of other blocks around it, you can really get a nice... You can use it more as a color than a block, I guess. And it really starts to look nice, which is why I always pair oak with spruce logs. And I think I'm going to start pairing it with deep slate a lot more than I used to, because, yeah, the town looks really nice with deep slate, spruce, and oak. It's a really nice palette. Do I have my music off? I do. There we go. I was wondering where the music was. Okay, so we're going to want to try and fit like a long lunch table or something like that in here. Maybe a couple lunch tables coming off of this wall. Yeah, that would make sense. A couple lunch tables coming off of this wall with a door. Right here, I think. Let me just Yeah, you come in here. This is where the miners come in to get their lunch. This part of the walkway will have, for one, it will have some backing to it so that we don't just have a hole. Let me just get out of here. There we go. Well, we're using basic terracotta there? Okay, let's see. There's some basic terracotta, nice. You know what, let's just grab all of this. We'll probably need it. Go back under here. Let's just fill in this gap. There we go, much better. Okay. So we'll put some stairs here. The idea is that people have walked up this area so many times and either bumped their shoes, slipped off the edge, kind of just worn it away, that it's actually done some damage to the curb and it's now a step. We would use like curved wood here because that's what they actually look like, but of course we don't have curves in Minecraft, so can't do that. Let's, yeah, we're gonna need to put a block under this as well. There we go, that way I don't fall in. And we put spruce there. Spruce, perfect, okay. So we need some tables to go along here and some chairs as well. What to do for that? What kind of block do we want to use? I guess what color of chair do we want? Do I still have that mod installed? If I go... Nope, that's not it. I will do that though. There we go. I don't think we have that mod on the server, but I do have that mod on my client anyways. Hey, Lego Extreme, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Where was that button? Nope, that's not it. Was it this one? Nope. This? Nope. Nope. That one? That's not it. This one? That one. Maybe I don't have that mod anymore. Yeah, I don't think I have that mod anymore. I had a mod that allowed me to open a color picker to kind of see every block that is a certain color or a certain shape. It was quite handy, but I don't seem to have that anymore, so guess I won't be using that. You know what? Could use mangrove. Or is that too much like a diner? Well, it is basically a diner. Yeah, you know what? We'll do mangrove. How much mangrove wood do I have? Ooh. I probably don't have a whole lot because I think I sold it because I wasn't using it for anything. Let's see. I could definitely plant some more propagules to get more.
Hi Levi, yesterday was my 18th birthday, and I just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing. I'm in a really good mood and wanted to say hi.
Well, hello. And happy birthday as well. Happy 18th. Glad to hear you're enjoying the stream. And yeah, thanks for letting me know. Okay, so we do have not much mangrove, and it looks like someone's been here and purchased some as well. So, yeah, we'll have to make some more, though we do have some mangrove stairs already, which is nice. I think I will. Wait, can I stack that? I can. Okay. Take that. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. But yeah, we definitely need to plant some propagules. So let's go and do that. Okie dokie. I'll be honest, I hate harvesting mangrove trees. They are kind of annoying because they are so, like, there's big Minecraft trees. And then there's mangrove, which isn't super big, but is weirdly shaped. Very weirdly shaped. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Really? I did 6 between these. Why would I do that? Okay, well, I guess I'll do this. Put some planks in here so we can pick up these logs. Because I need these birch trees out of the way. If you don't know, these birch trees are the leftovers of the birch cube that I made a couple of episodes ago because I needed a bunch of birch wood for stuff I was building. Or at least I was low on birch wood and decided I wanted a bunch of it. I can't remember which it was. Alright. And there we go. Okay. Let's plant some more propagules. It's a weird word. Propagule. I do not remember how big these trees are, so that's why I'm not planting a whole bunch of them. Because I don't want the wood to overwrite itself. They're big. Yeah. Yeah. That is the problem. At some point, maybe, or maybe I'll do this another time. I'll make some sort of like tree farm TNT duper thing. I don't really have a space for that anywhere, but could definitely try and find space. Okay. Now, what to do while these grow, I wonder. Wow, we got over a stack of birch out of that. That's kind of crazy. I was not expecting that. And I'll pick up the saplings too, might as well. But I'll leave the sticks on the ground. There's no point in picking them up. We already have too many sticks as it is. By the way, I thought I would ask you guys, because I'm at a loss for ideas, and you guys always seem to have really good ideas. So I thought I'd ask you. I have been making a kind of challenge pack or themed mod pack for a mod that I found recently, which basically just turns Minecraft into a train survival game, because it starts you with a create train. Now, I was thinking this would be a pretty cool thing to do as like a server event on Tower SMP. The only problem is I can't figure out what the objective should be. I've got the mod, I've made the world, but I don't know what the player objective should be in the mod pack. I will note that I have generated this pack in such a way that it's just the desert biomes, because I figured that would fit with the idea of being on a train, being in the desert. Kind of like the opposite of Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer, but in the desert is the idea of the pack so far. But I couldn't come up with a good idea for an actual objective. How does the mod work? So it's a regular Minecraft world, except create train lines are naturally generated as a feature of the world, stretching throughout the land. And the entire world is covered in just the hot biomes. So you've got I guess there are jungles. So there are jungles. You've got jungles, deserts, mesas, mangrove swamps, all the biomes that Minecraft considers warm. Those biomes exist, but none of the other ones, none of the cold ones, none of the temperate ones. I've also increased pillager spawns and decreased the spawn rates of every other hostile creature. So you'll more often run into pillagers than zombies or skeletons, because I figured raiders essentially could be a post-apocalypse pack. Now it could just be a, it's a 100 days survival challenge kind of thing. But I didn't know if it should be anything else. What would you guys find interesting? Just land up here. Landlocked, no oceans, just sand. Make it so there's only one normal biome, paradise, and only one team can get to it. Ooh, like an ultra hardcore series. I realized there would be a problem with having a whole server of players riding a train together, and that would be if anyone died. Because if anyone died on the track, I don't know if beds work on Minecraft Create structures. So what I did was I made so if you die, you go into a downed, prone state. You're lying on the ground, and you have to have a friend come and pick you up. So this incentivizes, one, that players don't run off on their own, because if they die, they need someone else to pick them up. Which means that, you'll probably be in a buddy system most of the time, which I think will be kind of fun. But yeah, ultra hardcore is an interesting idea as well. I've played around with the idea that like every 7 days there's a huge zombie horde or something like that. That forces the players to keep moving. Because other than that, you either need some goal that's drawing them somewhere, or you need some threat that's pushing them forward. I didn't know which to do. Running from something or searching for something is kind of the idea. Do you remember the taint biome from some mods? Ooh, could do some sort of hostile biome thing. It's an interesting idea. The only problem is typically those biomes don't load chunks, and they also only spread through loaded chunks. But if I made it a naturally generating biome, then there's a good chance that players would run into it no matter where they fled to. Interesting idea. Hadn't thought of that. Using some of the threat, the biome threat mods as the catalyst for continuing to move on. My mind went to the concept of accumulating an amount of something. Yeah, like an old Complete the Monument adventure map. Those came to mind for me as well, yeah. Over-the-top zombie horde could be insane, though, yeah. Constantly tracking the players. Ooh. The problem is, this would probably be a lot easier if I was any good at making Minecraft mods, because then I could just make my own threat for the players to deal with. But I'm not very good at that, so I can't exactly lean on that as an option. Yeah, this is the other problem with mangrove trees. They often generate more roots than actual, logs. Because that first tree we cut down, 17 logs, 32 roots. What? What is this? What? Barely even do anything with these. Yeah, so we'll probably keep coming back to that idea over the course of the stream. Whether it should be something drawing you somewhere or something pushing you away from somewhere. You know what? If I could find a world infection mod that could like generate in new chunks on its own, that would probably be enough to keep the players moving. And then you could just make it a 100-day survival kind of thing. You're just trying not to die is the idea. Yeah, perhaps that would work. The pack was going to have the create big cannons mod, but I tried getting the big cannons to work on the train, since it's about the only place you'd be able to place them with any idea of being able to use them again later. And it actually ended up crashing the entire pack. So it is possible. I've seen it done, but it did not want to work in the pack I was making. So I scrapped that idea and just gave players guns instead. Did I give them guns or did I give them crossbows? Ooh, I don't remember. No, I think no, I gave them crossbows at first, and then I think I found a new mod that added create styled guns. There's a lot of wood in here. Never tried to cut down a mangrove tree before. They're kind of crazy. Yeah. They are quite the beast to chop down. Ever seen Snowpiercer, the vibes it's given? That was kind of the inspiration once I saw that there was a Minecraft mod that made it so you were always on a train. I was like, okay, I'm making Snowpiercer, but not in the snow, because I figured there'd be more interesting things to do in the desert than there would be in the Arctic. Now we won't plant another tree. We're already up to a stack and a half of mangrove. Did I leave any logs in there? It's pretty easy to tell if you go from the bottom, because if you can see all the way through, then there's no logs in there. Can't see all the way through that part. I think there's a log in there. Nope, I'm not seeing. Woo. Whee! There we go. Back in bed. Alright, let's take this mangrove over to our town area. Ow. Okay, we are back here. So let's make some mangrove chairs. I don't have a crafting bench. Interesting. All right. Well, I guess I'll just quickly make one of those. Actually, that should be up top, not down low. There we go. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah. There'd be a window here that you could close between the kitchen and the serving area. Hmm. Perfect. Okay, time for those chairs. Two blocks of walking space? That makes sense, yeah. More of these. Hey, that's a good idea. True shroom? True shroom? What is True up to? Interesting. Oops. There we go. So this is the mining dining area. Cool. Okay. Let's put some more floor tiles in and set up the actual, like, bar tables and chairs. So if I was gonna set up that, yeah, it'd probably have to be in the building over here is the only place I'm gonna have space for that because I've taken up all the space. Unless, what if I were to extend this just a couple, yeah, the boardwalk goes a couple more steps. So if I were to extend this building just a couple more blocks, then I have space for the redstone hidden in this rock back here. I want to put some sort of, like, slot machine in this building. Just, like, at the back of the tavern. I think it'll go back here. Yeah, if I can fit it, maybe even a pair of slot machines. We'll see. Or I guess if the kitchen is ending here, if this side area was open, then yeah, I'll definitely have the space for it. Okay, perfect. Take that out. Perfect. There. Yeah. Okay, so back here will be a small extra entertainment area. And then over here will be the main bar area. Makes sense to me. Now, we can't use spruce for the chairs in the tavern because the floor is also spruce. So we can't do that. And I don't think a bunch of saloon chairs would be made of red fabric. So we can't do that either. Could do oak. That's what we have the birch for. We use birch. Because then it's that lighter wood color. It's not the same color as the walls. And if anything, it's almost the same color as breakaway tables and chairs from that like Wild West cinema kind of coloring. Yeah, okay, okay. Let me just put down some of these to put items away in. I think I put some of the birch over here. Nope, 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 nope. Did I put it in here? No, that would be the only ones I would put it in. So, not leave any in here. So I gotta go back to base to grab some. So I just came up with something that might work for that train mod. Since, like, if we go for the idea of it being a you're running away from something mod pack, then why not do, I think it's the, what is it? What is the mod maker? I know that the mod maker's name is in the name of the mod, but I don't remember what it is. But the Wither Storm. Because the Wither Storm does load the chunks it's in. So what if you were running away from the Wither Storm from Minecraft Story Mode? That might be interesting. And then technically you are also trying to collect something. You're trying to get powerful enough that you can survive the Wither Storm and actually take it down with materials you've found along the way. Yeah, I might look into that, because then you're both collecting something and running from something. Something that is actively chasing the players. Okay, I'm liking this idea. I might do this. Birchwood, that's why I'm here. Don't mind me, just completely forgetting what I'm doing. As usual. Sounds like a great idea. Yeah, okay. There we go. All I needed was a thinking session with the stream, and that allowed me to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. I, of course, need to actually make sure that the Witherstorm mod is compatible with the mod pack I've made, because if it's not, then I have to figure out something else, but fingers crossed, praying for it. Oh yeah, this is starting to look nice. Oh, here's a fun thing. Yeah. Birch trapdoors kind of got that circular look to them as well. Okay. That's handy. Now the only question is how to get the trapdoor to look like it's sitting on something. Ooh, armor stands. I can phase those into the blocks below and move the arms however I want, or move the head however I want to make it look like it's an actual table. And then I can actually place stuff on the tabletop because it's, you know, it's sitting at that height. It's not sitting above it. Yeah, embed that in the floor. That kind of looks like something that would hold up a table. Maybe if I had two of them put together, that would work better, but... Okay, so I need armor stands then. Just had to go and use a whole bunch of them somewhere else, didn't I? Wonder what they're recording. Like, are they in the same spot? No, there they are. Yeah, they're in the same spot. They're doing something. I guess check out their videos to see what they're doing, assuming they're recording what they're doing. I hope they're recording what they're doing. There's diamonds in here for some reason. I don't remember putting them in there. Massive gunpowder farm. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Really? These aren't on the, None of these are. Huh. Okay, hang on. We gotta add something to our sorting algorithm. Yeah, and these wools should be in the system as well. Yeah, give me a second here, I gotta fix something. Okay, this is... Nope, this is wool, right? Yes, okay. So there's supposed to be this, and there's supposed to be that. And then... Hold on. Put these in here. There we go. And then over here, on this side, there's supposed to be different wood types, yeah. So this should be in there. And over here, this should be in there. Okay, much better. Now that's properly being sorted. Why are they blinking? Oh, because it was changing from day to night. That's why. That makes sense, yep. That doesn't need to be in there. We can just let that despawn. Okay, so I need stone slabs. Wait, do I need that? Do I need that stone slab? Or do I need this stone slab? Which works? Do both work? Do either work? I don't know. I don't have the crafting thing here. Do I have it in my inventory? No. No, I don't. Okay. So I need 1 iron, and that should be it. There it is. So do I need this? Or do I need this? Which one is it? It's that one specifically. That is unfortunate. That's kind of annoying. Oh well. Grab a whole stack of that. We'll just throw that into the furnace array. Get that cooked up real quick. You know what? We'll do it to 2 stacks. Why not? We have the super smelter. We might as well use the super part of the smelter. Whee! I wonder if I could make a emergency exit from my storage room. I wonder. Let's see if I can get close enough and use free cam to check if there's anything above it. Are we close enough? Maybe. No, that is outside of load chunks. So the moment I get close to it... Okay, well, it should have disappeared, but it doesn't. So there's a couple of tunnels above my storage room, but no, I could make an E-exit to my storage room. I just have to figure out where, because every side... Well, now how did you manage that? But how did you do that, guys? Interesting. I guess I could put it in that corner. Actually, there is space in the wall for the E-exit. That would work. My elytra broke. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Your elytra broke in the end? That's kind of crazy. There we go, there's a full stack. Blew down in the end, broke at the worst time. Oof. That is some unfortunate timing. He'll probably be back eventually. It's not the first time something like this has happened to him. That is quite unfortunate, though. It's the 8th time that's happened. That's kind of crazy. If I had the infrastructure, I'd set up some sort of, like... I guess, like, system. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like a repair system to get someone back up to a high level of gear if they lose their gear. Yeah, he's gone through a lot of netherite armor and such, unfortunately, due to falling into the void and such. There we go. He probably lost his 2 netherite blocks. Oh, no. Yeah, that really stings. Ooh. Sheesh. Maybe there's something we can do about that. I'm not really one to mine netherite, as you may or may not be able to tell by my diamond armor. But I would wonder if we can fix that for him in any way. Turbo's rich and I've got a few bits I'll put together. Right. Well, if you need enchantments, I do have all of my, all my enchanting villagers here. They probably don't have the best prices because I haven't done any, like, zombie conversion price kind of moving around, but I do at least have them all right there in one place labeled with what they sell that's best, so. Yeah. I barely have any space here for the poker table. Because if I want decoration around the poker table, I'm almost out of dark oak. Do I have more of that around here? Hang on. Oh, there's my birch. I'll take that. And I don't see any dark oak there. That's spruce. Yeah, no, I need more dark oak. Whoops. I did not realize I was getting that low on it. I was a lot less prepared for today's episode than I thought I was. Okay, dark oak. Dark oak. Okay, we got a couple stacks of that in here. That's good. I will grab some of those decorative trapdoors though. These. And these. And that. Alright, back to the surface. There we go. Okay, so I do have a bunch of terracotta and deep slate over here if I need it. And some lanterns. I think I'll take that right now. Okay. So let's try and set up some of these tables, shall we? Yeah, really like that look. So if we go like, oops, this. And then go like that. I can't get out. Go like this. Ah, and then I'm gonna need block here, block there. Gonna need a piston. Did I didn't have to bring a piston, did I? Oh, wait, I have a redstone box in my ender chest, and I have an ender chest. Aha. Stored in my bundle. Ah. Yeah, no, I do have a piston. Nice. Piston. Button. Nice. Of course, yeah, why didn't I think of the fact that that was not going to be high enough? Go like that. Go like this. There. Okay, well that almost works. Not really though. If I take the head and give it a 180 rotation. That is on the wrong axis. I just made it turn its head around. Okay, 180. There we go. Now it's down like that. Perfect. If we turn gravity off, we could then lift it up by, say, 0.5. Too much. 4. There we go. What if I negative 0.4. There we go. Now it's back where it was a minute ago. What if we scaled it up to 10% larger? Okay. And brought it up just a little bit. A little bit more. Too high. Down a little. Scale it up. There we go. Yeah, that kind of looks like a table, doesn't it? If we, remove everything that's not part of the table. There. What are we thinking? That look like a table to everyone? Yeah, okay. Put another one right here. Probably with just 2 chairs this time. For a little bit more dynamics, we could also do this and rotate it 45 degrees. Yeah, that might work. We don't really need to do this whole crazy moving things around business. We could just go like this, place it, copy, paste, there we go, and then we just lower it. -1. Would that be enough? Would that do it, actually? Hang on. Like this. Place you in. I can. Okay, that makes this way easier. Paste. -1. Oh, you can like just barely tell if you're over here. Yeah, that's not actually touching. You can't really tell. Does it look better with the thinner base or the thicker base? The thinner base is way easier to put in. It's nearly indistinguishable. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, well, just to make it consistent. Where'd you go? There you are. Paste. -1. There we go. That's fun. And we can place stuff on top pretty easily, right? F3B. Dang, that is considered part of the space. And can I place... No, I can't place it when it's like that. I can only place it when it's like that. Okay, so I can't really put a candle on top. What I can do, if we wanted to add a bit more detail to this, but I'm not going to do this with all the tables, I'm just going to show you, is we could do this, where we place... Oh, can we not do that? There we go, we can do it if we put it above. There we go. Go like this, we go paste, we go negative. There we go, then we drop it down, gravity on. And then we go gravity off. And -1. When you put 2 of them together, F3B, there we go, you get this design. And that really looks like a table, doesn't it? The only problem with it is it's multiple entities, and the more entities you have, the laggier everything gets. So yeah, we're only gonna have like 3 tables and chairs in here, and we're only gonna have each one have one of these things going on with it. That's how Cat broke the server the other day? Really? Didn't know that. Paste. -1. There we go. I heard the Cat broke the server the other day. Chunk loader without enough storage, we had to do a backup. Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy, actually. The simple one's better for the Wild West anyways. You're right. Yeah, you're probably right. I wonder, if I were to... if I were to give this guy a button. Arms. Where is arms? There it is. Show arms, give you a button, then put the button on your head. Darn it, it sits in the middle of your head. I was kind of hoping it would sit on the top of your head. Okay, what if I give you a half slab? Where would you put that? Really? At the bottom? Yeah, and you get that, yeah, you get that weird line going through it. That's not what I want either. Okay, what if I gave you... If I gave you that, and then had you put that on your head, then that's still sticking out. That is... Oh, that is annoying. Put that back. Give it to me. I was really hoping that I could put something on this guy's head and make it kind of look like a bar stool. But I'm not having a whole lot of luck with that. Any other ideas? Any other ideas? Kind of funny if you're not the one trying to do something. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, what about a whole log? That would cover the whole head. Okay, let's see. If I put this down, then shave it, take it, put it in your hand, tell you to put that on your head. Okay. And then get rid of your arms. Perhaps? Can't you just do a fence post and slab? I could do a fence post and slab. The thing with that is that you then can't actually get up on top of it because it's a block and a half up in the air. What I'd like to do is put this closer to the ground so that you can essentially stand where the chair is and it kind of looks like you're sitting on it. That's what I was kind of going for. I'd probably put one like right here, here, here. Nope. Oh, I did have a crafting bench in here. It was hidden behind the bar the whole time. Yeah, probably like that. Plus, I can't put a fence post and a slab that close to the actual bar top or between blocks. So those are the issues I'm trying to get around. That's dark oak. I need mangrove. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, 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 up. So you're trying to work with the issues you already created? Exactly. Show arms. Copy. Paste. 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 It's an easier button to find. Go. Put on head. Remove arms. And then I think we scaled down actually. Go like 5. Then there we go, half size it. That is way too small. 7, 5. Yeah, that's more. That's more the right size, I think. Then gravity, no. -1. Nope, too far. 0.5. Too high. 8. 7, 6, 7. Yeah. And then move my way. Nope. -1. -0.5. Not gonna lie, I get to steal that stool idea with green netherwood stripped for the Irish bar. So cool. Yeah, it does, that basically looks like what I'm trying to make. Yeah. If I were to just quickly look up, what have other people done for this? Minecraft bar stool. What do we got that you can actually sit on? Can't sit on that, can't sit on that. That's a mod, can't sit on that. Too tall, that one's too tall. Give me more options. Oh, that's clever, bringing the whole floor up by a half slab to make all of these chairs actually usable at that height. Oh, that's clever. Shame it uses 8 armor stands. We're not doing that one. Is that a bed mini block? That's clever. Okay, there's that. Nope. Nope. Interesting idea. Yeah, lots of interesting ideas I'm coming across here. But I don't like as many of them for what we're doing here. Oh. Yeah, then there's that old classic. I forgot about that. How did I forget about that one? That's like the default one. Huh. Yeah, hang on a minute. Hang on a second here. Only problem we're gonna run into here is not having enough leather, I think. But we'll see how many of these we have in storage. Probably not many, because I think I got rid of most of them. Okay, we have one that we could throw around. We have a couple of these we could throw around. Okay, now I need red and black. Red, black, this. A little less black. A little less black. What if I add white? Would that make it go less black faster? Probably. It's typically how colors work. Okay, throw this in, throw this in, throw that in, throw that in. Okay, that's too much. What if I do that? Nah, actually, I like it without the white. No. What was that? Wait, you can mix dyes? Yes. Yeah, you can mix dyes. That's why if you wanted to have... What was it that I saw? If you wanted to have a room that showed every variant of armor in the game, it would be just absurd to actually store it all because you'd have to get every variant of color of leather armor. And that's just... It's an upsetting amount of different colors you can make. Because every single one of them, you can dye with up to 8 different color combinations, and they can be duplicates. And then you can re-dye them later to be slightly different colors. So, yeah, it can get pretty crazy pretty quickly. Things can get out of hand in a hurry. Let's just say that much. Alright, let's see how leather caps look. Yeah. Huh. That kind of looks way better, doesn't it? What's neat is we can also do this 180 invisible. Can we see through the bottom of that? No, we can't, but it does put a rim on the front of the thing, so nah, that doesn't work actually, never mind. I was thinking you could have a chair with a back and sides. That doesn't work very well. We could put a colored, like, half slab in there as the actual seat. I'm amazed at what you do with armor stands. Yeah. It can get kind of confusing for myself at sometimes, I will admit. I'm mostly going off of what I've seen, like, Cleo doing on Hermitcraft, and man, she can do some crazy stuff. If I did arms, and then that work? No, I don't think that would work. No, it needs to be... Wait, no, we already tested slabs. You get a little notch popping out the top. You'd need like a third. That's a 3 armor stand thing. That's crazy. Because I was thinking, oh, we just put this on top. And you go like... Nope. Go like this. And then when we turn this upside down and make it invisible, you could then bring this guy and bring them... Whoops. Gravity. There you are. -1. There we go. And then gravity. And then no gravity. And then 2. That does not put you high enough. The other one, please? Can I see this? This? No. It's one of the ones with arms. Nope, it's not that one. Yes, it's that one. There we go. Bring you up. Maybe a half block? Yeah, so you could do that, where you have the chair back, and then you've got the chair inside. Modify. Go down. Negative 0.1. Oh, hey, and then it's showing at the bottom there. Interesting. If we scale it to make it 9. Go up just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, you'd have this chair here, but then the problem you have is this post in the middle. So you'd have to then take this one and make it invisible too, and then to actually put something holding it up, you'd then have to have another armor stand here to actually pretend to be the thing holding it up. So you'd need like 3 armor stands for each chair. Yeah, we're not doing that, obviously. We're not even doing this current one that I've come up with. Maybe for the barber's chair, because we won't be doing many of those, but... Okay, you could do that. Do a lever. A lever would hold it up like that. It's kind of neat. It's actually really cool. Interesting. I don't know if we do that here. You invented that. Trademark. Yeah. Interesting. It's a neat looking chair, I will admit. It's a little high up if you ask me, but... It's like... Yeah. It's a little small and it's a little high up. Those would be the 2 issues. Interesting. Well, I will take a screenshot of that, actually. There we go. Just to commemorate whatever this is. Because it's not sticking around here, I'll tell you that much. Oh, True's back. Negative 0.2. 4. There we go. Yeah. That works for what we're trying to do. Maybe I can lower it down just a little bit more. Negative 0.1. There we go. Now it looks like it's touching the ground. Yeah. Okay. So that means we need more of these. Bop, bop. There we go. Put you on there. Copy. Paste. Drop you down by -1. 1, nope, 2, nope, 3.2. And then back 0.5. -0.5. That is too far. 0.1. There we go. Are you too tall? You are. You need to go down another 1. -0.1. There we go. Crazy how much you can adjust those. I love the armor stand mod. It's so fun. It's so useful. Won't be needing these anymore. Bop. Bop. Ba-la-la-la. There we go. Paste. And then -1, 2.3. And back -0.4. Yep. Getting the hang of this. Show arms. Give me that. Don't show arms. Down -1, 2.3. Back -4. There we go. And then we just need a hat. And I saw some more in here. There was some more leather. Something in here had more leather. There it is. Hat. Black dye. Red dye. Now this, of course, will look a little different to people who don't have the right texture pack on. The reason this won't look right, also, I need to lock, there we go. Lock interaction on all of these guys. That way, no one can actually take the items out of their hands. Lock interaction on these guys as well. There we go. Okay, none of those guys can now be interacted with. You can't lose your items by interacting with them now. Good. Yeah, these chairs are going to look a little different if you don't have the right texture pack on. If you don't have vanilla tweaks with the clean armor texture turned on, you don't have that, these are going to look a little different to you. I don't know why Mojang did this. I'm assuming it's because people on servers were using the fact that you could paint leather armor to pretend it was other armor types, and they wanted you to always be sure that you knew what armor you were looking at. But they put these ugly brown lines through leather armor, so you can always tell that's leather armor. But we don't want that. We don't want that for our chairs. And I just kind of don't like the look of it in general. It kind of just ruins how leather looks most of the time for me. So that's why I always have vanilla tweaks on, and I always have that specific feature of vanilla tweaks turned on. There we go. Reminds me of a football helmet. It kind of does remind you of a football helmet, doesn't it? It's kind of got that stripe that they always paint on football helmets. I never thought about it that way. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe it's both reasons, you know? It can be both. What is this? Hang on. I don't care about that. Okay. Okay, that's good. You just need a bit to cool off. Sometimes you just need a minute. Okay, so let's get some. Break all these back down. I want some mangrove shelving. There we go. I unfortunately want 8, but I have to make 12 to get 8. Mojang, come on. Let us use wood in the stone cutter. It'd be really nice. I know they just made an update to the stone cutter recently, but this would be nice as well if we could do that. There we go. Okay, so this is our sawmill. Exactly, yeah. This is our poker table. This is where we play stat poker. So everyone stands around a different side of this table, and you can play stat poker here. What is stat poker, you might be asking? So I'm gonna put a dispenser underneath this. I'll probably like take one of these blocks out and replace it with a dispenser with some carpet over it. And how this works is the dispenser will randomly select a stat from Minecraft. So if you go to, where is it, statistics, it will pick something from here, or here, or here. And you are then all trying to, actually there'll be 2, there'll be higher or lower will also be an option. So it will select a stat, it will select a direction, and it'll be whoever has the highest or the lowest of whatever that stat is wins. And you're all trying to guess who has the highest or lowest of a certain stat. And we'll need a whole bunch of different stats that we can throw into this machine. So actually, I'll probably put the whole stat machine down here and have it dispense into solid blocks so it pops up through the floor, as well as the higher or lower. And then we'll have 2 hoppers over here, which will go back down into the floor and will store the higher or lower cards as well as the stat cards. So everyone will stand here. They'll all try and figure out who has the highest or lowest. They'll either back out or they'll put their money forward. And whoever ends up having the higher or lower, whichever is selected, and didn't back out, gets the whole pot. I believe that's how stat poker works. I'm going off of what I'm remembering from like 3 seasons ago, Hermitcraft, or something like that. So, should be a lot of fun once we are able to get some people in here to play. Yeah. And that's basically the interior of the saloon. If you walk in. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. Okay. So now we just, need to build the rest of the room. Finish the owl, as they say. Put that away. Let's get this, break that, get some logs going in here. Then we'll align with this for where the next log goes. Right across from there, that makes sense. Go over here. Right there. That's where the next log is. Yeah, alright. Oh, there's a bit of a dust storm rolling in. Do I have oak slabs here? I do, yes. There we go. Bit of a higher ceiling to this doorway. I would wonder, would that look good? Hang on a minute. Sticks. There they are. Let's see if this would look good. I don't know if it will, but we'll see. Get a bunch of oak fences to try and smooth out this curve a little. Does this look good? Not really. Gotta be honest. Does that look good to you guys? I think it's because these planks are facing vertically. Whereas if we were using untexture packed fences where the planks all go the same direction, I think it would look better. But because we're using these fences, which make more sense of how you would build these fences, they don't actually look as good when we try to do that trick. So, ah well, whatever. Arms. One of these. Arms. Take one of these. Put it on your head. Give me a 90. There we go. Then scale you to 2x. 2x scale? Nah. 1.5. Yeah, that looks good. Then let's go 0.2. Negative. 5. There we go. And 0.25. No, that's 5.2. 2.5. There we go. Then turn gravity off. Make you invisible. -1, 2, 1.5. Nice. Okay. Top of head. Rotate 90. And then what was it? 1.5, I think? Yeah, 1.5. Then 0.25 by negative 0.25. No gravity. 1.5. Negative 1.5. This gap is almost too big. Invisible. I was trying to do, you know, the Wild West swinging doors, but our gap is actually too big for that. It gives the idea of that door while not actually being that door. Good enough. I'm fine with that for now. I might come up with a better idea later. Hard to do that type of door in a corner. Yeah, but if you, like, when you think about an old-time saloon, that's where the door was. It was in the corner. So I'm kind of boxed in with having to try and do that. Yeah, I think we have the building come over one more block. But if I didn't, then these two windows would be the same size. I do actually kind of like that idea more. If I wanted this to be the same size, I'd need it to be there, which means the log would have to be here. It's not all where that goes, but I like this look of the table going right into a supporting beam, so we're going to keep that. We're just going to have a bigger window here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is starting to come together quite nicely. Just gonna throw some torches up here to start lighting up the area. We'll light up with lanterns later. Yeah, it's looking good like that, actually. Perfect. Okay, so this is a 6-block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Interesting. Perhaps I don't want to fall off the road, perhaps. Yeah. Perhaps I want to move that one over so it matches this. And then that would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then yeah, that would center it perfectly. Fine, put it here. 2, 3, 4. Means you get a smaller window there, but that's fine. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this should be 3 6-block gaps now. If I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So the side of the building is exactly 3 modules long, and the front of the building is exactly 2 modules wide, and the modules are 2 blocks thinner. Heh. Walls really bring the area together? They do, don't they? They really do. Whoops. Oh, I hear a rabbit. That's what I heard hopping or like walking noises. I was like, what is that noise? Is it a zombie? Nope. It's a bunny. Just a little bunny rabbit. Drastic difference between those two. Unless you're in a Monty Python movie, yeah. Where is it? I thought I brought more dark oak over here. Oh yeah, there it is. Go, that should be enough. Perfect. Do I have any dark oak half slabs? Doesn't look like it. Make some more then. There we go. There we go. And that allows you to get in and out of the kitchen quick and easy. Now we need some spruce doors to actually access the kitchen with. Go. And on this side as well. And then need a bit of a heavier door to get into the next area. There we go. That is the cold storage. A room that they would ship in ice just to keep cold. Okay. Yeah, this place is... Look at this place. This is really nice. Uh-huh. Is that... Yeah, that's where my portal is. I think I've got guests.
Do you think I give you emeralds?
Oh.
The emeralds are to enchant.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Wild West.
Yes.
Just putting in some of the
Don't be
rafters.
scared, just ask him. Can you
What?
use his fingers?
What? Oh, right. Can I use your villagers?
Absolutely, yeah.
I forgot.
Good luck finding them. They're in the bunker, so try not to get lost. They're on the first floor. Just go into the bunker. You'll see on your left the decorated wall. Just go around that and then turn left, and it should be the first door on your right.
Yeah,
Or I
yeah,
could lead you over there if you want.
That's okay. Look behind you. Or in front of you.
No, you've got your usual faces on your back.
And my head.
Mm-hmm. At the top of your
Free cam
head.
into his skull.
Ah,
Free cam into his skull.
free cam?
It's
I-
weird. Yeah, do it.
Oh yeah, that is a top layer you've got on. Hang on, I don't have a whole lot of control over where
The
the.
skin's weird.
Come on,
Open to me.
I am trying. No. Now I can see that there's green there, but I can't move the camera super fluidly. Oh, and also you're standing on a half
Tree.
block.
What's the
Stand on
stream? What's the
stand on just the ground. There we go. Oh my goodness. There's like a is that a mallard duck face in here?
I am the Duolingo.
It's a Duolingo owl. Oh my goodness.
I am awesome.
Of course.
So cool.
Of course.
This
Yes,
is
of
where we
course.
part ways. You enchant, I go do that thing.
Okay, I'll kill you. Oh, good.
If you need more emeralds, let me know. Here, wait.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Should we put
Or on this
another
one, this side, bro.
we'll look at what it looks like from the inside before we put any more beams up. Yeah, how does this look? Is that enough beams? Do we need more beams than that? Or do we think that's enough beam? Oh, sky's clearing up. That looks like enough, but you could add more without it looking too busy. Okay, let me put in one more decorative object before we make that decision then. Darn, we're one short. That is annoying. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think I like the look of that. Does that look good? Our gunpowder farm spawned in the middle of the Nether highway. We got short. Oh, whoops! You guys put it too close to 0, 0. That's why that happened. I never thought of thinking that we needed a safe build zone around 0, 0. Well, you should be able to move it to one side or the other of the highway. And, my bad. It's way past my portal on that hallway. Okay. Just in the middle of the hall. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I think the only other portal that's like that is the actual, like, spawn point portal. How high is the ceiling gonna be? Basically, I'm planning on just probably going like this. Oh, I don't have enough. Hang on. Where did I get those oak shelves? What was I using oak shelves for, I wonder? Grab this. I'm gonna need more. There we go. Actually, am I gonna do that or am I gonna do half slabs in the same layer? Because over here... Yeah, we did beams over here, but we did half slabs. Right. So we'll probably keep it consistent. Then that's probably enough beams? Yeah. Alright, cool. Good to know. There we go. Do we have... We do have stairs. Nice. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then if we just go like this. There we go, like that. Yeah, that's looking nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna need more stairs and more slabs. There we go. Which do we like the look of more? That, where it flattens off just like the other, or that, where it goes around the corner? No, I think it's more interesting when it's just flat. Like that. Yeah, I think that's more visually interesting. Alright, let's get to putting the roof in here then. This might be a little bit difficult to put in, or it might be easy. Who knows? We'll see. We also need to figure out the tables in here still. Interesting. I wonder what they're talking about. Some sort of permit to sell, I guess. Oh, probably tridents, I'm guessing. Think, would this work? Can you do this in regular Minecraft without any mods? If I go like this, yeah. Yeah, there we go. It does. Oh. I... Alright, so yeah. Private communication is just a natural part of Minecraft you can do. Good to know. Oh, and they're gone. How do I look at this? Can I do... Ooh, okay, I do have access to these. Where's the one I'm looking for, though? No, there's high-fiving. Where's the shrug emote? I know what I'm looking for, I just don't see it. Oh, these are greetings. Okay, there's categories. Can you guys see this? No, you can't. I'm just mousing over a blank part of the screen on your end. That's kind of funny. It does work. That's funny. Nope, nope, I don't want to do it twice. There we go. Oh, my mass slabs. But yeah, what I did there was I opened the Windows period menu, which allows me to select from a whole bunch of pre-installed emojis and such that I can then place into Minecraft's text chat. The reason I can do that, I couldn't tell you. I think Mojang just one day decided that you could actually use that in Minecraft. It used to be that I had to not be in full screen for that to work, but it looks like they changed that because I was able to do it. Oh, he's back. Didn't even need villagers. I got very lucky enchanting. Wow. Yeah, nice job. Just don't die when leaving. Yeah, I could have seen that response coming. Is there any spawning areas up here? No, good. Doesn't matter, it's now daytime. Alright, let's see what this area looks like from inside. Okay, broke the server and then disappeared. Yeah. Oh, hey, King Turbo's in chat. Love what you're doing at the town. Keep it up. We'll do. Looking forward to playing this as a full mini game on the server once it's all done. Yeah. Of course, every good tavern, like this tavern's got a couple entrances. Or tavern. I keep saying tavern. It's a saloon. It's a saloon. It's in the Wild West. But yeah. This saloon has the main entrance here. Then it's got a side entrance here that you can run out. But, like any good saloon, you gotta be able to get out the back. So we're gonna have a way out through the back of the kitchen as well, which will take you behind the barber surgeon's area and allow you to run around back of some of these buildings and potentially into the back of the longhouse or whatever it's called. Why am I blanking on what that building is called? Yeah, so with these buildings, I kept them separate, which makes sense because no one building their structure would want to put their wall right up next to the prison cells. No one's going to want to do that. However, I'm thinking that these buildings, these three buildings, they used to be three separate buildings. However, over time, the saloon got bigger and the boarding house, hotel, roadhouse, that's not the right word. Whatever the word for like a hotel but in the Wild West is. These two businesses got bigger over time and they started crowding in on the barber surgeon doctor guy who lived and worked here. To the inn, that's the word I'm looking for, thank you. And I saw this on one of the times I was on a road trip. They had a bunch of these buildings, which from the outside, they all looked like separate buildings, just built right up next to each other. But inside, the people who owned the buildings had actually chopped out the inner walls so you could walk from business to business without going outside. So we're gonna do that in here. You're gonna be able to walk into the barbershop from the saloon and then walk out the other side of the barbershop into the inn. The barber's not too happy about it, but does mean he gets a little bit more business than he did before, because he's between two notable locations in town. People can just walk through his shop to get back and forth. Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's gonna be kind of funny. And then behind his shop will be the alleyway that connects the back of the kitchen to the like storehouse of the inn, probably. as those two businesses are working together. Since the storehouse of the inn is where, you know, the newest stuff to town, it comes here first, and the general store first. So, actually could be a black market on the back side of the inn. That might be interesting. There were boarding houses and inns. Oh, okay. Your area feels like a Western sci-fi D&D map. I guess it probably would, wouldn't it? Yeah, because we got a mine over there, a bunker here, random shack, barn, UFO tower here, and then a Wild West town, which is gonna have, you know, a big like rail bridge right here, and then a hole down into who knows what down there. I still want to put that mountain carved town facade into that. Yeah, this area is kind of feeling like almost a theme park D&D kind of thing. Boarding houses generally offered some food as well. Oh, interesting. So I guess it could have been an inn, but when they teamed up with the local saloon, it kind of became a boarding house as they connected their businesses together. Okay, interesting. I like this idea. I'm liking this idea a lot. Man, this area looks really nice now that it's all closed in. Nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There we go. Now we have a way up to the second floor as well. Whoops. We have a way up to the second floor. Oh, this is what the oak could be for. There we go. Do we have any oak trap doors in storage? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh wait, I haven't checked the chest over here. No, just spruce trapdoors. I'll take those with me as well, but take that with me as well. As well. There we go. I got a little staircase going up to the second floor. Perfect. Yeah. And it goes right on top of the cold storage room as well. Works out quite well. I need some sort of lever to get in there. There's a lever. We had a lever earlier. I don't know where that went. I'll need to gather some ice to actually put in that room to make it a proper cold storage. That was not my Silk Touch pickaxe. Oh well. Ah well. That is a shame. Make the roof a little lower in here. Not again. Oh, he typed it in. Oh my god. He got me. didn't even realize that was text that was typed in. Did that get you all? Yeah, he was right. He was right. It got me. I was very concerned there for a second. I was like, no, he just re-geared. Why? How? What happened? That was a joke. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Need a couple more of these. So we'll do the kitchen another day. Oh yeah, this spot over here, I forgot about that. There we go. Now the floor is complete. Okay, so let's get over this way then. I think we'll put some slightly more worn wood between the two buildings, as if there was something structural here that's kind of been covered over with some planks. Then I need more spruce. How wide do we want this shop to be? Probably like 7 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there we go. So that's 7 blocks wide. We'll have an off-centered door, probably. Did I said that, didn't I? Oh boy. And then we'll just kind of expand this back here a bit. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the barber shop will be here, and then the inn will be there. So I guess let's figure out how all this fits together now. Oops. Obviously, the barbershop has to stop like a couple blocks before this area so that this area is clear to go between the buildings. I wonder if, yeah, what I'll probably do when we're getting close to finishing this project, I will go around and I'll take all the flat land that's not being used for paths, and I might switch it out with red sand that we get from the sand mining area way over there. Wait, that's not the right direction. No, that's south. That's True's Tower. That way. Yeah, way over there. Because there is a red sandstone biome over there, so I could change the top of this hill into red sand if I felt like it. It would sound right when you're walking around for it to be sand instead of terracotta. And we wouldn't turn the whole hill into that, just around the town. Okay. Let's keep building. There we go. We got a lot more half slabs now. You have an extreme attention to details. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I do, don't I? I like things to make sense. Even if that means that I have to put in quite a bit of extra effort to actually make it make sense. I guess that's kind of just part of my Minecraft building style. Because there's really like two ways to build a lot of stuff in Minecraft. There's option one. Where'd that... What? Oh, I guess this torch was missing something already. There's option one, which is blocks are colors. They are there to function as your paint for the image you're trying to create. And I don't really build that way. At least I don't think I build that way. I see all the blocks kind of as the materials they are, except when it comes to like making seats, because we don't like if Mojang were to give us wool stairs and wool half slabs, oh man, I'd be using those for all of my seating, because it would be the only thing that makes sense in my head. Or if they gave us terracotta or concrete so that we had flatter textures for stairs, that'd be great. But until then, mangrove stairs are my default seat idea, because it just makes more sense than other stuff. Because I'm sure if I wanted to add like some texture to this, I could add some like brown mushroom or podzol or all sorts of different brown blocks to add more texture and detail to this, but that's not what the wall would be made out of. It'd be made out of wood. So I built it out of wood. So it kind of simplifies it a little, but it also complicates it in other areas because I have to come up with other ways to get the design I'm trying to make. Hey, if I... you know what? Arms. And then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm trying to make this into like a coat hanger. No, that's going back. I want it to go in. Nope, that's rotating in place. So I want this then. I want this negative. There we go. And then right leg, left leg. So would this then be 10? Yeah, to do that. Okay, so then it's like bolted into a single spot. And then if I take the arms and I go like... How would I... 20? Yeah, because I can't really... If I go like... Negative, and then like 80... No, it would be like... What would it be? Like 135... I don't know, 160... 150. No, 160 look better. 155? Yeah, sure, let's do that. And then negative 155. Ah, no, we want this to be that way. See, that's kind of a coat hanger. Does that look like a coat hanger to you guys? It does actually kind of look like a coat hanger. Ooh, I know what would do it. If we put another armor stand here, and then faced it 90, and then I'm just gonna use my hat for reference. Brought it forwards. Nope. Forwards, not that far. 5. Okay, and then the head rotates back maybe 30 degrees, and then invisible. Yeah. Does that kind of look like a coat hanger? $50 degrees. And bring it a little bit further forwards. Negative 0.2. There we go. Negative 20. And then maybe 30? Nope. Negative 30. The only thing that looks off to me is that open middle part. Yeah, and the only thing I can do to that is take the head and do that. That's the only way of really closing that up, is to rotate that around like that. Huh. Interesting. I don't think that would work, but that does look neat. I just realized that if you set this up right, this could almost look like a hammock if you were able to place it on its side. The only problem is you can't, like, the legs aren't attached to the body, so if you rotate the body around like this, the legs come apart. They just detach from it, so you can't turn the body sideways to act like a hammock. Gravity? No. 0.1. There we go. Now that's hanging up properly. What if you put two armor stands next to each other at 90 degrees to one another? Yeah, that might work. Let's go like that. And that. Did I have a quick way around this? No. Wait. No. I do now. There we go. Right here. Nope. Right here. Nope. Right here. There we go. There we go. Is that what we're looking for? Ooh, I think it is actually. Hang on. Um, this one, modify. This one? No, this one. Okay. Yeah, it is that one. Okay, modify. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then... what was on this? -10 and 10, right. 10, -10. Like that. Yeah. That looks a lot more coat hanger like. Mm-hmm. Now, if we wanted, we could use these nubs here as where you hang your hat instead of putting these arms out like that. So if we go, don't show arms, and interact with this one, we could go down by, not 1, obviously, 2, 3, 4, 5, then bring this in by that. That kind of looks like a hat on a hat stand. Yeah. Lock this one. Lock that one. Yeah, there we go. So now when you click on that nub, you put your hat on it. That's kind of funny, actually. Neat. Cool, I should get a hat to put on there. Did I put that leather over here, didn't I? There it is. There we go. Nice. Cool, cool. Now we've done that. Okay, back to figuring out how all of this is supposed to work. Okay. Okay. Well, let's get some walls in. Obviously, we're going to do that. We're going to off-center these, I think. Yeah, that'll look a little fun. It's a little off-center. But it does create a straight line through that door, which is kind of funny as well. Go. So, this is our barber shop. this. Probably on this wall will be where we put. I think we'll put two chairs. Yeah, we'll have 2 barber's chairs. Because he could be working on one guy. Someone comes in and goes, "Hey doc, can I get a cut?" "Sure, let me just finish up with this customer. Put yourself down in the other seat." Yeah, that works. That's a reasonable scenario to have 2 barber's chairs. Plus, then if they were training up an apprentice, then you have 2 barber's chairs to work on at the same time. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Out of oak wood again. Okay. And then we want some sort of, like, something or other. I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. Go like that. A little bit of a waiting area. Nice. Okay. Ooh, we could put a pied plant here. Ah, I'll need to get some pottery sherds so that I can put a pied plant here. That'd be nice. Okay, and then we will have a seat here, so we can put some wall decorations up. Be here and equally distant on the other side. Yeah, that makes sense. And then that allows us to put a door here to something. This could just be a living area back here. It's a small little living area. You know what? We'll expand it by 1 block, like this. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Right, and then this is awkwardly open right here. Right? Is this too open? Maybe take this. Go like that. Whoops. Do that. Do that. There we go. Pull him away from the wall just a little bit. Because then we could do... I need more... birch? Maybe. Right. Yeah, no, that seems right. What would be crazy would be to do map art of the reflection of this room. We're not doing that, but man, that'd be crazy if I did that. That'd be a little over the top even for me. we go. Oh, there's a spawn point here for some reason. There we go. I'll temporarily fix that. There we go, and that allows you to walk into this building as well. Where are my oak half slabs? There they are. Not so tall as 3 meters, but 3.5 meters. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh wait, I can't do that. You're not doing something that would be crazy to do? No, because it'd be way too crazy. That's why I'm not doing that. I just thought of a really cool idea for the doorway, and then I remembered I'm playing Minecraft and we don't have wall slabs. Because I was like, oh, I could put some half slabs up the wall here and then some stairs on the roof, and I can make it a slightly thinner door that's kind of curved. You can't do that. That's Hightail. It's not Minecraft. Can't do that here. Oh well. Would you look at that? We've got a straight line right down the middle of this odd numbered building so that we can put a decorative beam through. There we go. Roof is a little lower in this building because it's an older structure and hasn't had the more recent ceiling height renovations that the buildings next to it have had. There we go. There we go. Nice. This is starting to look good. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I think we'll put maybe like a chest or something right here. Maybe. Something needs to be over there, that's for sure. Some sort of like tool area. Yeah, these are just to remind me I need to put the chairs here at some point. And this room is too dark. Now, where did I put those lanterns? Going AFK, but I'll join back on the stream later. Can't wait to see the build when I get back. Yeah, it should be really cool. That is not the material we're making the beams out of. Where is it? Need more spruce. There's more spruce. There we go. I could put it right there. Yeah, that makes some sense. Put another one right there. I'll have an exposed beam on the outside of this one, I think, and that'll be what's holding up the roof on the front of this building. Okay, yeah, I'm really liking how this is starting to turn out. How much time do I got left to figure out stuff? I got another 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, that's pretty good. I got time. I got time. So now we gotta figure out the front desk area of the inn, as well as how far back it goes. Grab this. Whoops! That was not what I wanted to break. Oh, that's where that lever went. Now we'll take these with us. Ah, too much stuff. There we go. Perfect. Close enough. There we go. Need this, gonna need this, and not gonna need these, or that probably. Need the lantern. Need these. Namely for putting more stuff in. That's the phantom. Yep. I heard them spawn in and immediately ran to the nearest bed. There we go. It's very hard to kill them during the day because the fire tick actually makes them invulnerable for a little bit. Okay, so where do we want the front door on this building? Well, there's an entrance here. So if the door isn't over here, then this whole front area does have to be an open front area. Which I'm fine with, I think, yeah. Because we can just have a staircase here, taking up this area, like that. Exactly. Yeah, okay. This. There we go. Got a whole bunch of half slabs now. Go all the way across to here. Crazy how quickly you go through a whole stack of something like that. There we go. Yeah, I'll probably bring the ground up to here. Because this area, I'm probably going to turn into Podzol because of the trampling of the horses next to the building. Which I guess means that this actually can't be this material. This needs to be a different material because it's actually going to be visible from the stables. Yeah. There we go. Come over here. There we go. Okay, let's grab some brick. Yeah, we do have brick here, so let's grab some stone brick. There's some stone. Do we have any brick in here? Nope. 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 Okay, no brick. There we go. Doing this then suggests that all of the buildings are built on such sturdy foundations as this, even though we haven't done that anywhere else. Yeah, there we go. That makes some sense. All the way back here. All right, so if you come in, you'll see a guy. Well, you'll see a doorway here that goes further into the building, but you'll see a charming fellow here who can give you room for the night. And he'll also pick up any mail for you that arrives, since this is also the station for the, for like the Pony Express around here. Door right here to actually get into this front office area. Actually, no, we want this wall to be one further back. There we go. Okay, excellent. Yeah, because then we'll put a whole bunch of shelves here, and those take up a whole block, so we need a whole block of space. These we will replace with stairs. Yeah, I like that. Do I like that? No, I don't like that. There, that. I like that. I like that more. Yes, I'm liking where this is going. There we go. Yes, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I was trying to go for. Man, we already went through all those half slabs. That's kind of crazy. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. Oh, there's true. Actually, yeah, this does make sense for the spot for this to go. Yeah, okay. Right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a window right here that you can... Ah, yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. We need some more spruce stairs. That's what we need. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can access a little back area here from this area, like that. A little nook under the stairs for one reason or another. Okay, so what else should be back here? I guess this is where the main, yeah, the guy who owns this place, he would live here. Perhaps. It's a bit, that's too big for living space. Could be a common restroom. Not restroom, but like resting room. So the bunkhouse. Yeah, the shared bunkhouse would be here. And the private rooms would be upstairs. That makes sense. Yep, I like that idea. Yeah, okay. Right, rightio. This all the way across. Wow, again? There we go. Yeah, this is looking good. Now, we can't really have any windows over here because that's where the stables are going to be. So we'll probably just hang some art here instead, or put something else on that wall. Oh, okay. So this is like a storage room here. This is the back door across to here. Okay, yeah. I see how this is starting to all come together in my head about how this is all supposed to fit. Mass spruce logs. You have turtle eggs, Levi? I do not. There's some spruce. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. And then this way. Perfect, yeah, and then this is a little storage room back here for like the extra mail. Right, okay, so then we got a couple bunks here. Probably what? 1, 2, 3? Nah, that's too close together. Probably just 2 then. Yeah. And then across here with the backing of it here to hold it up. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. There's a couple of bunks there, and then maybe like a common space here. Maybe a dressing room or 2. Yeah, that would make sense, yeah. No idea what you saw when you did that. I was just trying to figure out some way of splitting up this space back here into several usable areas instead of just one big room. And I realized that there were support beams all around here that could help me split up the room into different sectors. And that is what I utilized. Does the barber have a bathing room? That could be what's back here. Some sort of bathing thing. Ow. There we go. One more. There we go. And then I can actually pull this forward to the other side as well. There we go. And I'll have to make this side, I'll have to make this back side of town look nice because it's the side of town you'll see as you're coming up the road. So I'll have to come up with some way of making that look nicer later. This is quite the floor cover job to get all this closed in. A couple torches up here to keep the light level high enough so that nothing spawns. Barbers generally offered baths as well. Oh, okay, that did not come up in my research, but that does make sense. Because it's all about being presentable. So, yeah, that would be something they would offer. Wait for a minute to make sure they've actually logged in all the way, and then send it. Oops. There we go. Again, we're out of another 2 stacks of oak logs. Or oak planks. Go. Wow, we used up an entire stack of wood just building those walls. That's crazy. Now, so that we're not seeing all these weird bits in the floor, we're gonna have to go up 1 more block to actually get to the floor we're gonna be working on. It's kind of crazy. Nope, that's where that would stop. That is the wrong kind of wood. We are out of spruce logs in our inventory. Oh, and that needs cutting. Perfect. It's a dark spot in this corner. That makes sense. It did look quite dark there. Do we have any more? No, not there. But we likely do over here. Not there. But we've got a whole barrel full of wood. Yeah, right there. Man, we've done a lot of work on this walk area today. Quite a good job, if I do say myself. Which I do. There we go. Excellent. And then we just need a log here as well. A log here. Perfect. Okay. Yes, this is looking a lot better now. Good. You know what? We could put a log right here to give the impression of a little bit more holding up this room. Yeah. Oops. Nice. Yeah, I definitely feel like there could be some back alley dealings being done in that little space right there. Something shady is happening between the back doors of these 2 buildings, that is for sure. And the fact that it's across the road from the sheriff just makes it all the more ironic. What's going on there? Don't know. Something's going on there. And it could be coming from the mine too. It's coming up out of the mine through the back door here into the inn and then shipped off with the Pony Express. None the wiser. There's something going on there. Artifact black market, maybe? That could be it, yeah. Bit of intrigue going on in this quaint little town. I really am almost making a D&D setting, aren't I? I'm not making a minigame, I'm making a D&D location. Whoops. My bad. Yeah, and then there's 2 private rooms up here, probably. Or maybe a couple of private rooms this way? Oh, yeah, that could work. Come around. Oh, yeah, this way. There's a couple of rooms here. And then this way, there's a couple of rooms here. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. So... how big are these areas? 3. And this one is 5 across. So we'll have 2 4 across rooms. There we go. 2 4 across rooms and a broom closet. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I need more logs. I'm definitely using the inside of the tavern as the thumbnail for today's episode. Oh, it's in the middle of the doorway. That's why I didn't do anything with that. That makes sense. Yeah. So this is like the... that's the floor plan. Yeah. I like that. Ooh. Yes. There we go. Mm-hmm. Or, no, not there. There, yeah. And then this one is accessed through here. And this one mirrored. go. Actually, I could break both of these down. Yeah, like that. Ow. There we go. Yeah, this is going really well. I did realize that these are, yeah, one block too low most of the time. Because I wasn't factoring in where the floor goes, so these all need to be one block taller. That's not where the vertical floor... Oh, I'm a couple blocks off of it, I see. Still gonna leave it there, because I don't want this hallway to be any wider than 4. Heck, I might not want it to be... Nah, 4 is good. We'll leave it at 4. Yep. Yeah. Okay. This has been quite an enjoyable afternoon of building, I must say. Yeah, wow. This has been quite the crazy build we've made today. Could carve these out to make them into stairs, yeah. Stairs that go like that. Yes. You were able to focus and get a lot done. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad we did the what is it called? The build challenge the other day. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There was a whole thing with the build challenge. Whoops, that does not go all the way through. I'll have to put a horizontal line of logs that shows the point at which the second floor starts. That way I can stop some of the logs going all the way to the roof. Probably be right here. Like this. Yeah, there was a new building constructed in the shopping district that's supposed to house the results, I think, of the build challenge. Like who won and all that. I don't know if it's done yet, but it was that big building that we saw last episode that was being constructed on the pier at the shopping district. Yeah, this is a tall building because we still haven't put the walls go a little bit higher and then the roof gets attached to that. It's quite the ways up, that's for sure. Nah, it's too tall. Keep the windows too tall. Yeah, there we go. So we weren't able to get the fronts of the buildings done, but I will take a nice screenshot of this. Yeah. And the lighting in here isn't finished yet either. We'll work on that another time. But we've done a really good job in here. What I think we might do now, because I need to come up with ideas of like how to furnish all this. Both in here and up here. If I'm going to do anything with this, there are stairs, so I might do something with this area. Who knows? But I gotta come up with ideas for all that. So what we might do is we might head over to the shopping district and see if that building that I was just talking about is actually finished construction or not. Do you know what other people built for the challenge? No. I think, was it DTFG? I think DTFG was building a hot air balloon, but I cannot confirm if that is what they were making or not. I also don't know where they were making it. Like, I built mine in the shopping district because I thought that that would be a reasonable place to put it. But I don't know where anyone else put theirs. Yeah, this is what I was meaning, how this area is too open. Gas can just fire into where you are. Alright, shopping district. Ah, I think that might be the hot air balloon that I was talking about a minute ago. I didn't bring my Ooh, there's multiple of them actually. Look at that. That's neat. Oh yeah, we should check if the slime shop has many sales. Oh wait, that one was empty. Okay, that's empty. That's empty. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I guess that was a really good price. Interesting. I'm going to have to sell it for more than that if I want it to slow down, because that's apparently too good of a price. What is this? What is this? Auction, True's sunglasses. Eh? Bidding ends 28th of May. This is an auction of True's sunglasses, hosted by Flynn, who won True's glasses in a best-of-1 match in Connect 4 masterfully. Winner gets statue and can add True's sunglasses to their skin. Interesting. I think this was covered in a short that Flynn posted, or was it Flynn? True? They might have both posted it, actually, now I think about it. So I guess True lost their sunglasses. DTFG, 10 diamond blocks. Take sign, place it anywhere on platform, diamond bids only. Example sign, Flynn, 5 diamonds. Right. Interesting. I don't think I'm gonna bid anything just yet, if at all. I wonder if my shop is out of white wool. just a guess. Oh, so this is like the new bread shop or something, because it's the same colors as that roof. But I thought this was where the upside down dog. Interesting. Ooh, what is all this? Rumbo. Fake True. Epic Face the Bomb. Timu. King Turbo. Danny Boy. Teddy Goldfish. IP. Flynn likes latte. Levi. Oh yeah, here's mine. Cool. Interesting. Alright, so I wonder how all this will work. Neat. So it's like a mission room, essentially. That's kind of cool. And it's a good thing that there's this big door at the back here, because we don't know if more than just these people will want to participate in challenges. Ah, there's also a ladder. I'm guessing that maybe goes to more of these boards? Or is it just to a upper area? Ah, a big old storage room full of, well, nothing at the minute, but interesting. So this could be like a community drop point, potentially. Take a stack, leave a stack kind of thing. That's cool. All right, yeah, I like that. Yeah, and then you got my my flower that we made yesterday. Not yesterday, last week. There we go. If I leap from here, I should be high enough in the air to maybe render that area up there. Ooh, I might even be able to land. Aha! Landed up here. So yeah, this is a bamboo hot air balloon. So I think that is, I think this is DTFG's build for the bamboo challenge. It's above their shop, so that makes sense. And then over here. Oh. There's no higher balloon attached to this, but yeah, I'm gonna guess my shop is missing some stuff, isn't it? I've made some sales, haven't I? Let's see. I just got crushed by a tree. Oh, because the tree must have grown on them. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay, we've got some cyan dye that's sold. No yellow, no lime green, no orange. Ooh, a little bit of red dye though. Nice. Blue, light blue, green, gray, white, magenta, pink, purple, gray, brown. Black is sold out. Okay, gonna have to bring more of that over. Okay, all of the concrete that I brought over is gone. Good to know. And yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, that's... We made a lot of money though. Whoo, boy, did we make a lot of money. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna have to restock all of these. I'll try and find some time to do that soon. I could even do that. We could do that as the end of the stream. Sure, okay. This. That. That. Okay. You chose well for your shop? Yeah. Gotta be honest, I did, didn't I? I also need to get more slime from the slime farm. We'll see how much is even there. Hmm. All right. Well, I wonder where they're going. Oh, wait, I need to check on slime. Hang on. Let's see if I've got any more slime left in storage over here. I don't think I do. I think I took, yeah, I took basically all of it. Oh boy. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna need to restock the color shop. I'm gonna need to put the killing zones on this quadrant of the slime farm because that will double the output of the slime farm properly. Then I need to finish digging this out, which will quadruple the output of the slime farm. So long as I'm the only one online, but all that takes is a little AFK session. Come on. Come on, slimes, follow me. This way. Because right now, any slimes that spawn over there, they're just contributing to the mob cap. They're not actually being farmed. There we go. And I believe there are slimes. Yeah, there's sometimes slimes chilling out up here. Doesn't look like there is any right now, but... yeah. So that put some more slime in there, but I'm gonna need way more than that if I actually want this, if I want to be restocking the shop anytime soon. So I'll have to come back here another time and dig the rest of this out. I did not realize that slime would sell that well. I'll have to check if I was selling it for 16 blocks a diamond or for 32 blocks a diamond. If it was 32, I guess I'll probably drop it down to 16 to essentially double the price. And also double the amount that I can put into the shop. Or maybe I'll do it 24. Yeah, 24 actually seems good. 24 blocks per diamond. Seems like a fair rate. Especially with how well 32 diamonds, or 32 blocks per diamond sold. Okay, let's go get some colors for my main shop. Okay. Is that what that looks like at stage 2? I've got another vanilla tweaks thing, which changes how saplings look when they are at stage 2 of growth. And that's apparently what propagules look like. Kind of funny. Okay, so let's... where's the... I have a shulker box. No, I have a... end thing. This. I have this. These are all full of stuff. Except for the shop stock box. Okay, let's get some stock to put into the shop. All right, so I know that red is empty. So we need 8 red. 4, 4. Was orange empty? Let's see. I took pictures, so. No, I just want to see. Open folder. Give me screenshots. Screenshots. Most recent 3. Okay, so there's 2 stacks missing from orange, but there is no... Right, yeah, okay. There's 2 stacks missing from orange, but there's no yellow. So I'll grab 2 stacks from that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no lime green either, so I'll have to bring 8 of that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay, next image. Okay, so we still have purple and pink and light blue and dark blue. And I just closed it by accident. So that means I need 8 more of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. All right. And yeah, magenta was the other one. Or was it? No, magenta's in there. I need pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on the last page, I'm missing 8 black and 8 white. Okay. I'm not gonna have enough storage for that. Ooh, we don't have 8 black. What? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna need some shears. Give me a second. And they've actually gotten through like all of the wool that was in storage. That's kind of crazy. Okay, over here. The only one that we don't really need to put anything in is pink. Yeah, because we have lots of pink. Everything else can be sheared though. Maybe not brown. What do we have for brown? No, we do have space in brown. Oh wait, I have to shear them first, don't I? There we go. That was quick. Nice. Yes, we don't need pink. We do need magenta and purple. Wait, can I just throw this, like, here and it will get picked up? No, that's where I put the block, so I can't put it there. But I can throw it in the middle, right here, and that will get picked up. Yeah, there we go. So that's what I can do with the extra. Mm-hmm. Nice. So are these guys stuck on right now? Is it like gray that they're stuck on at the minute? There we go, get them to drop down the floor. Evidently, we're full up of whatever they're carrying. Ah, light gray, that's what they were carrying. I guess I'd light gray. We're full up on that. And take the shears out of that one. Put them into something we're actually low on. There we go. Yeah, okay. And then green. We're pretty full on green. Pretty full on both blues, so we don't need them. Yellow and lime, though. Move those to the front. There we go. Oh wait, no, we are missing pink now because I took pink out. There we go. Dark blue. Dark blue is almost full, but not entirely full. Yeah, there's enough there to fill that up though. So red could use some filling, orange doesn't really need it. And then yellow, yeah. There we go. So what do we have for white? Oh, we do have 8. There we go. Ah, I don't have 8. I have 8 inventory slots. Nope. That didn't work. I need 1 more inventory slot. I need to throw this iron back in storage. Alright, well that's a lesson. Make sure to always keep a couple of empty shulker boxes in storage instead of having them all full of random digging stuff that we've done. There we go. Okay, now we need to head to the shopping district. Ah. Yeah. Wait. No inventory slots. Interesting. Let's see. What can I do about this? I could put some stuff in my shulker box, or in my ender chest. Keep getting those mixed up for some reason. No idea why. That is full. The cactus storage is full. That's crazy. That's just been silently chugging along in the background and it's actually full now. Is this still running? Yes, it is. Mostly just making me bone meal because these just go straight into bone meal because they're just full. So that means, how much bone meal do I have? Ooh, a nice healthy amount. Okay, I'll keep that running a bit longer, but that's good to know. All right, let's go restock our shop. Well, let's go restock one of our shops, one aspect of our shop. Woohoo! I'll bet you that my kelp farm has stopped again, hasn't it? Probably has. Because I still haven't put that other boost pad on. There we go. There's the shopping district. All right. let's get restocking. There we go. And then here. That's because one fit in there. Go. Oh, nice. If I do that. Ah, there we go. Look at that. That's way easier to do. Okay, there we go. Wool is restocked, other than black wool, but we can just go like this. Just go like that, and then it's technically restocked. We just don't have the spare black stock that was being sold for a while as well. Okay. You know what? When my wool shop is overstuffed with wool, but the shop doesn't need restocking, I could have a double chest here that is bulk wool half off or something like that. That'd actually be kind of funny. So any wool that people aren't buying as much of, I can just put in a in a bulk chest and just go, hey, half off wool. You don't know what color it is though. Yeah. Man, the shopping district's looking way more alive than it used to. With all these little shops around. I remember when it was just the truck, my paint shop, and the stone shop. But yeah, it's really starting to come together. There's a lot to see. And with the recent bamboo building challenge, it's kind of become an art location as well, because we've got the hot air balloons, we've got the flower that you can just see over there. Gotta be on the path to see it properly. There we go. Yeah, now you can see the flower. We got like little mini events going on right now. For a second I thought someone had replaced the shulker with True's face. Nope, still a shulker. That would be funny though, wouldn't it? To like, because a Minecraft face is more pixels than that. So you don't even have to get rid of it, you can just build around it. Might be a funny prank I might pull at some point. Just replace that with something else. You know, if I did remove it, it's about the same size as a ghast. You could trap a ghast in there instead. Not even like a happy ghast, but like an actual ghast could be trapped in there. Yeah. Alright, well, I'll keep you guys posted on what's happening with this structure here. With the challenge and who's winning and what's going on with this building. Should be quite interesting to see where that develops. And yeah, I guess I better get digging so that I have more slime to put in the slime shop, because that's kind of the thing that's like most desperate to be restocked at the minute is the slime shop. Yeah. Whoop. Nope, that's Jade Space. Perfect landing. Oh yeah, I need to get this area decorated like a desert as well. That'd be fun. Give people ideas of what to do in their own bases. All right. Well, as the sun sets behind us in our Wild West town, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all in the next episode, which of course will be on Wednesday of next week, where we'll be probably putting some roofs on these buildings and such. So yeah, if you are interested in our other series, this Saturday we'll be playing Backpack Hero, where we will be going down to the 3rd floor. So, or will we be going down to the 3rd floor? I think we will, yeah. We'll be going down to the 3rd floor, which is a brand new thing we just unlocked, so make sure to check that out. And then on Monday, we'll be playing more Hightail, where I am renovating a Temple of Forgotten Memories. And Jade is on a safari trip trying to find the last of the different creatures that this game has to offer. Where are my torches? That probably lights up in my hand. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you can see me. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, make sure to check out our episodes. The schedule for all those episodes is here on Twitch, just underneath this live stream. While you're down there, also make sure to vote on what game you want us to play next on the main series, because once we finish Backpack Hero, we're moving on to whatever you guys want me to play next, and currently, that's a tie. So if you could break that tie for me, would be greatly appreciated. So yeah. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good day. Have a great week. God bless and goodbye. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, I don't have the right buttons. Hang on. Bye-bye.
Transmission complete.
Thank you for joining us today on GCR. It is at this time we would like to thank our Patreon supporters, starting with our commander level patrons. Montana Big Sky, thanks for 4 years of support. If you would like to join our crew and support this channel, please check out patreon.com/GameCrossRoads.